Hello friends, Charmaine here, and today we are unboxing another laser machine. This time it's the Alpha MK2 from AlgoLaser. In this video, I'm going to show you how I set the whole thing up. I'm also going to show you how smart this machine is. You can easily start making projects by directly using the built-in example projects on the machine itself. I started off with this 3-man project that was built into my machine. Then next, I'm also going to demonstrate how to engrave using the app. So I just simply downloaded the app and set up everything from my iPad, which you can also do directly on your phone as well. That was actually pretty amazing because, you know, the efficiency and the ease of use of doing laser engraving from my iPad was just an amazing feat. I'll also show you how I did that as well. And for the last demonstration on this video is me building a Christmas village, setting up the laser cutting and the engraving all on the laptop, where I used a program called Lightburn and patterns and shape that I got off of Creative Fabrica. This entire video will not be a detailed step-by-step video, rather it is more of a cursory look across all the features of this machine, but I'll give you all the relevant details and resources in the description so that when you do decide to purchase this machine for yourself, all you have to do is come back to this video and go to the description and check back on all the resources provided by AlgoLaser. So before we jump right into the video, do click subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Now let's get started with the unboxing. So our good friends from AlgoLaser sent over the Alpha MK2, and they've also included a honeycomb platform, which is, I think, very important. It is designed to protect the desktop from damage, as of course we know we are working with lasers. The great thing also about having this honeycomb platform is that it's designed to reduce the burns on whatever you're cutting or engraving. This one has a 400 mm by 400 mm size, which is perfect for the Alpha MK2 unit. This particular unit that I'm working with is the 20-watt diode laser engraver, which means it supports material engraving for wood, bamboo, leather, acrylic, MDF, paper, and cardboard, and so much more. Apart from the components in the box, you will get 2 envelopes. One, of course, containing all the manuals that you will need and all the certifications for this machine. Because when working with machines like this, you will want to always prioritize safety, which means you need quality in terms of the manufacturer. The blue envelope contains consumables. You particularly have your metal cards, the acrylics, and other things that you can use with your machine. And you also get a plywood that's included in the box as well, so you can try out your cutting and engraving settings on these materials. Now, for the machine assembly, I will be honest with you, it had a lot of parts, which I feel like I was a bit overwhelmed to begin with. So from assembling different types of machines and furnitures over the years, the first step is to always lay out all of your materials. So I head on over to the manual to check what parts should be in this box. So I need to make sure that all the bits and pieces outlined in the manual are present. As I've mentioned earlier, I'm not going through piece by piece, as there are a lot of steps to the assembly. But worry not, AlgoLaser has a very detailed setting up machine assembly video, which you can follow step by step, because I did that. I watched the video side by side and then I built the machine all by myself. I will link the video in the description below so that you can follow along too when you are building your own machine. So now that it's all set up, I had to put it near the window because I was sure that I will be needing as much air ventilation as I could. Since I'll be dealing with lasers, I know it involves a lot of fumes. So to ensure safety, apart from the protective eyewear that came with the machine, I also got myself a respirator. Apart from looking cool, it is protection to protect myself from the fumes and small particles that will of course be inhibited by the laser cutting. So setup was actually pretty easy. So all I had to do was turn the machine on and connect it to our Wi-Fi. And when I say it's super easy, you can actually just get on cutting the moment you turn it on. In order to do that, I started with examples. So there are a bunch of built-in projects on the machine and you can just get started as you go. I started with the 3-man project, as it is called on the machine. So first you should get your focus assist. So it helps you make sure that your laser is in an effective distance from your material. Otherwise, if it's too far or too close, it might burn or it might not make the cut the whole way through. So when I say it's as easy as that, basically I just put in my plywood onto the machine and it scanned the size of it. I just pressed cut and it did everything. I didn't have to set up anything at all. It did the cutting and the engraving all on its own. And my project was done. Super, super easy. So all the bits and pieces were there. Everything was intuitive. I knew exactly what I was going to do to put this little project together. It was very, very satisfying to see all the cuts successfully done and cleanly done. And I didn't even have to play around with the setup or with anything at all. It was pre-made. It was super easy. So this 3-man project is actually like a pencil holder. It's designed to hold stuff on it. And I just used super glue to put all the bits and pieces together. The ease of use from turning it on to actually jumping on to try a project was super easy. I set up everything on the machine. I didn't even have to put my phone or connect it to a PC. I got this project done in less than 20 minutes. Another easy way to use the machine is by connecting it to your iPad or to your phone. All you have to do is download the app and connect the machine to the app through your phone. It's super easy, no hassle, no frills. And for this part of the demo, I decided to try engraving. I didn't have to import anything. I just added the text on screen and then resized it and made sure that it was in the right area. It was going to engrave on the right spot. I just simply put in the thickness of the material and the settings, and you know what, it was super easy and it started. Part of the demo, I decided to try engraving. I didn't have to import anything. I just added the text on screen and then resized it and made sure that it was in the right area. It was going to engrave on the right spot. I just simply put in the thickness of the material and the settings, and you know what, it was super easy and it started engraving, and after just a couple of seconds actually it was done. So I engraved the name at the back of the first project that I made. Although there are burn marks that can easily be adjusted for later on, but this is actually impressive for the first try. So I'm super happy with how my first project turned out. It was super easy to set up and use the built-in projects and the built-in features on the app itself, and I'm super impressed. Now, for more complicated projects, instead of creating my own designs, I checked out Creative Fabrica. They have a lot of files, templates on there that are ready-made, that are made specifically for lasers in formats. For example, I'm using the XF file because I'm going to be using Lightburn. So I was looking for patterns for laser machines that are Christmas trees and houses because I wanted to build a little Christmas village. If you want to give Creative Fabrica a try, I have an all-access free trial link in the description, so you can go check that out. I uploaded the DXF files that I got from Creative Fabrica onto Lightburn. It is a software that is compatible with the MK2. So this is a professional software, so for transparency's sake, I'm using the free trial. And so far, it's been intuitive because I am a user of AutoCAD and other more complicated softwares. So if you want to go into this professionally, this is the best software to use. There are a bunch of tutorials online. I'll link the best ones I've found in the description as well. So I've laid out all the patterns onto the sheet just to make sure that I maximize the space. I also created a little token guide where I tested and decided on the ideal settings that I want for cutting and engraving on this particular material. Once you've figured out the settings that you want for each specific material, everything else is super easy. The performance of this machine is very reliable and very consistent every single time. I am personally impressed by the precision and the detail that this laser can actually go to. So I do agree that this machine is very powerful and this machine is very smart. To be honest with you, at first I was very intimidated because the machine seemed very complicated, but actually it wasn't. After you go through the motions of trying out a couple of projects with it, It was actually super easy to use and very intuitive. As with any laser machine, you will have to learn how to deal with the fumes. So in spite of the fact that I put it next to the window and in spite of the fact that this machine already has a built-in air pump, there are still fumes. So as you can see, my air purifier is reading at 500 and it's red, which means it's max on pollutants in the air. So if you can, wear protective gear and particularly the respirator. Hopefully, I'll be moving into a bigger studio soon, so that won't be much of an issue. Because as you can see, these tiny houses are just absolutely adorable. I will be making more of these. They are just so cute and so easy to make. So I will be making a larger version of this, like maybe a Christmas town instead of a village, where I'll be making like churches and other types of buildings and put it in a little display. So it's gonna be a fun little project that I'll be doing for Christmas. Also, we have these little Christmas tree patterns. They just attach themselves to each other like this. I didn't have to do so much because these were pattern readily available on the website. All I really had to do was just put them together. So I didn't actually glue them together because I wanted them to be collapsible so that when Christmas is over, I can just easily take them apart for storage. But in my opinion, I think they ended up super nice. So if you're thinking of getting a laser machine and if you're in the mind for starting a business with laser engraving or laser cutting, this machine from AlgoLaser will be the perfect starting point for you. So I have an affiliate link in the description if you want to get a good deal on this particular machine. Anyway guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to click subscribe. I will be posting update videos using this machine with other projects and other materials. So make sure to click subscribe and turn on that notification. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!